The view from Prayer Wheel's back wall porch is westward, and there's a good sight of Good Shepherd Church. At the beginning of Lent, I started looking at Matthew 25 with the Wednesday congregation, and the catch-up video when we stopped being able to use the church was what prompted this little series of 3 videos for Holy Week. The prayer I say to the south is sort of a mashup of Hazrat Inayat Khan's Sufi invocation and the Buddhist metta. This is the view from the door of Prayer Wheels to the south. I come for refuge to the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the spirit of guidance, and united with all sentient beings who suffer. May we live in the liberty of loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. And now I turn around and come into Prayer Wheels. And sit down. I use this cool little app, centering prayer app, which has lots of bells and whistles, but what I ask it to do is chime once, count off 20 minutes, chime 3 more times. When I first sit down, I do another kind of Sufi Buddhist mashup. There is a practice of healing breaths or element breaths from the Ruhaniya Sufi tradition. And the first breath is in and out through your nose. It's called the earth breath. The second, well, let me just start with the first. I combine it with the meditation or prayers, so that when I sit down, I breathe in through my nose, and sometimes they say you're breathing into your belly or you're breathing into your heart. Of course you're not, you're breathing into your lungs. But part of meditation is imagination, really, and so this seems to work. I breathe in through my nose, and it's as though the air is coming up from the floor, up my backbone, as far as my belly, my lower belly, and I'm concentrating on that area and being filled there. And the Buddhist, well, the other part is loving kindness, metta. So I breathe in and out with a lot of concentration 4 times. In through my nose and out through my nose. Then the second step, I breathe in through my nose and imagine that the current is coming up my back as far as my heart and then filling my heart area. And then I exhale through my mouth. This is the water breath in the Sufi rendition, but in in the Buddhist, the second is compassion. So in through my nose, the current of energy or breath is coming up and filling my heart, and then I breathe out through my mouth. Compassion. 4 times. The third is mudita, sympathetic joy, or fire, the fire breath. You breathe in through your mouth. And here again, the current of energy, air is coming up through my spine, up through my neck, and filling that whole area. And then I breathe out through my nose. It does wonderful things for your posture. 4 times. Sympathetic joy. Fire. And the fourth, you breathe in and out through your mouth. It's the air breath. And the fourth Brahma Vihara is equanimity. So it's in and out through the mouth. Still coming up from the earth. But I find that I imagine it as these Sufi wings on either side of me, and the balance and the ease of equanimity. Now there is another breath, the ether breath and the elemental breath. But I find that I don't do it in the way I am doing the others, because on a very good day of meditation, I find that at the end of the equanimity air breath, it is possible for the centering prayer chime to chime, and I realize that I have been somewhere beyond words, certainly, in the one. Of course, there are other times. It's sort of like when you lie down in bed and intend to go to sleep, and then the alarm goes off and you realize, I've been asleep. That's where I've been. And then there are those other days when the alarm goes off and you say, well, I could have been asleep, but boy, there were a lot of dreams, and there was the dog having to go out at 3 a.m, and sometimes meditation is like that too. At the end of it, you think, well, I remember where I was. And then, of course, there are those other days where you sit down, you go through the breath, and you sit there, and you sit there, and you don't go anywhere. You just sit there. But you don't pick up the phone, or the book, or the pencil. You sit there until the chime chimes. It's actually Easter week now, so this Holy Week meditation has stretched out in this odd time. Coming out of my little cave. I'm going to read one bit from the book that has guided my reading through this meditation. It is Neil Douglas Claus's original meditation. One of the things he's asking in it is, when Jesus went out, hello Rudy, when Jesus went out to pray, as he often is said to do, what's he doing? And Neil says that there was a tradition of meditating on the creation. Not unique to Jesus, but that's what they did at that point. And speaks to me of Holy Week into Easter. One of the standing at the beginning, from the Gospel of Thomas, the disciples said to Jesus, "Speak to us about our end. How will it look? How will it happen?" Jesus replied, "Have you found the beginning in yourselves? If not, why are you asking about the end? For in the place in yourselves where you find the beginning, you will also find the end. The blessed ones will find their feet standing at the beginning. Then they will know the end and not taste death."